Welcome to the 214 edition of SHS Today. First up, we have Lucas Fountain, spotlighting the ASL club within the high school. Next, we have Sarah Burgess, giving us a behind-the-scenes look of the lunch line. And finally, we have Roman Raperti, showing us what goes on in the culinary program. All of this and so much more in this week's edition of SHS Today.
Happy Valentine's Day, Hornets. We're glad you dropped by for our show. I'm Dawson Higgins.
And I'm Mitch Mazur. We've got some good stuff for you today, so like Cupid's arrow, let's fly right on into our show. TEDx Youth is hosting an event coming April 13th at Saline High School. They are currently looking for students to share stories with the theme of point of view. If you have something you want to share, you can contact them at tedxsaline@gmail.com.
When people think of communication, most think of spoken language. However, ASL is another important form of communication that is taught here at Saline. Lucas Fountain shows us more.
Spanish, French, German, all languages you've probably heard before. But I'm here today to give you an opportunity to learn a language you've never heard. On today's episode of Club Corner, I'm shining the spotlight on the Sign Language Club. Let's head inside.
ASL Club brings together the deaf community and the hearing community, which is a really important bridge to gap because historically there's been a lot of separation between those two communities. Unfortunately, there aren't very many options for people to learn about deaf culture or to learn ASL. So yeah, just to bring the community to the high school and let people learn. Learn? You're gonna take a book in your non-dominant hand?
Members of the club range from fluent speakers to total beginners. Everyone is welcome.
Really, we have a lot of different people. I think the only thing that really kind of encompasses everybody is that they're all there to learn and have fun. So ASL just kind of brings everybody together who's just curious about the deaf community.
With an opportunity to open your eyes to a whole new community, how could you say no? Reporting for SHS Today, I'm Lucas Fountain. And I'm still learning. Back to you in the studio.
If you're interested in learning ASL, the next club meeting will be Thursday the 10th in Mr. Bose's room, C109. You can find more information on their Instagram at SHS Sign Language.
Students all across the district rely on school lunch, but students don't really know the process behind how it's made. Tina Pham tells us more.
Lunch is a crucial part of a student's day. It's a time to socialize, take a break, and most importantly, provide a healthy meal for students' health and well-being. Today, I show you the ins and outs of the school lunch rush.
We have 2 cooks that come in at early in the morning to start cooking the food and getting it ready, and then the rest of the people will come in a little bit later, like an hour or 2 hours before lunch starts, and they'll start prepping up all the subs and stuff like that. And then about a half hour before lunch starts, or an hour, they start setting up their actual stations.
Serving 600 to 700 students a day, some students may be worried about the freshness and the food that could be wasted by serving so many students.
All the food is very fresh. We prep and make all the food for the day that day. It's not leftovers, it's not reheated. With the numbers being close to the same every day, we do track what we sell every day, so there's not as much waste as you would think.
If money is a concern, then don't worry, because
school lunch and breakfast is free, at least for the rest of this year. So if you haven't had it, you should come try it, and if you have had it, you should come get it anyway because it's good.
Checking out. I'm Tina Pham. See you back in the studio.
So much work goes into our lunches that many of us don't even notice. If you would like to learn more about the nutrition information with the food served at school, you can check out the food services section on our school website, or download the NutriSlice app to stay up to date with their menus.
The Pleasant Ridge Luminary Walk will be taking place on February 24th. Enjoy a hot chocolate, a fireside story from the Principal Hughes, and as well as an astronomy presentation by Science Olympiad John Spencer. This free event will be running from 6 to 7:30 p.m.
I heard Chef Bill will be making a sculpture too. And speaking of which, is there anything going on with the Culinary Team?
Yes, there is. We don't always get to hear about competitions outside of sports. Luckily, Roman Raperti is here to show us what's cooking.
At the Culinary Arts program, these hornets are usually buzzing to make food for the hive, but today, they're preparing.
My name is Grace Dillon. I am in 12th grade and I've been doing culinary arts. This is my second year.
I'm Brody Passauk. I'm from Milan High School. I'm a senior. I just started the culinary class this year.
These students are preparing for the Skills USA Regional Culinary Arts Championship.
We've been preparing by practicing with what exactly we're going to be baking. Like yesterday we were working on our pie dough and putting that into the shells.
I am working on my timing and my ingredient gathering.
These students have been competing locally at Saline High School throughout the year, but this is some of the students' first chance to compete in a regional competition.
My favorite part about the competition is just sort of being able to deepen my understanding of baking and learn more concepts to strengthen my knowledge of baking.
Working with the chefs, being social, getting to learn all these skills, and the fact that I'm actually enjoying it, I'm having fun. I can see my improvements, I can see what I'm working towards.
Good luck to the chefs and bakers going to the competition. Back to you at the studio.
With the culinary competition coming up on the 18th, we wish the chefs luck as they head to the William D. Ford Technical Center.
That's all, folks. Thanks for stopping by for our Valentine's Day show. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Dawson Higgins.
And I'm Mitch Mazur. We won't have an episode next week, so our next show will be on March 2nd. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SHS Today, as well as our YouTube at Saline Video. Happy Valentine's Day, Hornets!